I am not here to discuss COPPA, the FTC, or YouTube as far as a line by line explanation of the new YouTube policies taking place very, very soon. I am here because I've been in several live streams in the last few days and people are very, very concerned. I've had a couple of private conversations with people, and like I said, I've been in a few streams, and all I want to say is that in my previous life, I was a legal secretary, and I went to court all the time. I read legal documents, I compiled manuals, I typed legal documents. So I understand a lot of what's going on. And again, I'm not making this video to explain what has already been explained. But what I do want to say is that in my experience, and I also want to say a disclaimer, I am not a streamer. I only put up short videos related to books or to planning. So, and I'm sorry for where I am. I'm in the room that is being converted to a craft room. It's very early in the morning and I'm not going to drag my husband out of bed so I can make this impulsive video. Anyway, I mentioned to a couple of people that there are some top people in YouTube that have some very good advice as far as what's going on, and I'll name them here, and I'll put the direct links in the description below. And the three videos that come to mind is D. Nimmons. Now D. Nimmin and his brother Nick Nimmin are experts with YouTube, experts. Then there's Roberto Blake. So I'm going to mention 4 people. And then there's Creative Fundamentals, and that's Dan Currier. And then there's YouTube Insider. All of these people that I just mentioned have about 500,000 subscribers each. So I consider them top people because I have 600 and some odd. So if they've got 500,000, that says something to me. Secondly, these people, what they're doing, even, way before this whole new thing with COPPA has come up, is they break YouTube down. Things like TubeBuddy, and how Creative Fundamentals works, and how to do thumbnails, all technical stuff. And I'm a technical person. I'm a techno geek. So I've been watching these people, particularly Dan Currier, D. Nimmin, and Nick Nimmin. I don't watch Roberto Blake so much, but I do watch those other 3 because I love technology. And then, so that tells me on a technical aspect what's actually going on and what might happen to YouTube. But then, at least one, and probably more, colorists have come on the scene and made a video. And the one I want to mention is Lori, and that's Color My World. What I like about some of the people I mentioned, I don't know about Roberto Blake's because he did a live stream that lasted for hours. So I may not tag him. But with the other 3, the videos are 7 or 8 minutes long. And the brevity of those videos is perfect for people who are just unclear because they break it down, they make it clear, they use screenshots, and they tell you exactly what to do. That's all I was trying to impart to people that I have run across in streams. Now I want to mention a couple of other people like Bailey Joe. She did a video, and there's petition, at least one petition, maybe petitions plural, going around that people are signing so that the creators are not slammed in this whole fiasco with the FTC suing YouTube. I signed the petition because the bottom line is children have been watching adult YouTube, and YouTube was fined millions of dollars for it. So now YouTube is coming after content providers in order to make them not produce videos that are attractive to children or attentive to children. Now, I purposefully did not bring anything up to quote from because I don't want to be quoted from. But I'll tell you from memory, basically, if you say that I have child-related content, you won't have monetization, you won't have comments, you won't have you cannot live stream, your videos cannot be saved for later or favorited even. But if you tag yourself on a channel level as an adult channel, all of those options are still open to you. However, and this is the caveat, is your material as an adult colorist appealing to children? If the bots decide that it is, the threat that is above the live streamers and the uploaders in the coloring community, the threat that's hanging above them is, am I going to be fined $42,500 for every single video that they tag? Or are they going to demonetize certain videos? Or are they going to strike certain videos? That's the gray area. And that's why there's a petition, because there's a gray area. So all I wanted to say was, YouTube isn't in jeopardy. YouTube isn't dying. YouTube isn't going off the scene. But what's happening is parents have not taken responsibility for the content that their children are watching. And because parents have chosen not to be careful with their children, YouTube got hit with a huge fine. So now YouTube is saying you have adults and you have children. Yes, we know that there's a YouTube for kids, but we're talking the regular YouTube.com. And how do we keep children under the age of 18? It technically should be 13, but really, how can we make this an adult place so that children are not exposed to targeted ads that companies are thrusting in front of us as we click links? That's all it is. I don't care if you comment. I don't care if you disagree with what I'm saying. All I'm saying is, when anybody has heard or read my comments in comment sections of live streams in the past week, that's where I'm coming from.